Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your April 2022 reading. In this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at you versus your person, tell you how I feel like you're feeling versus your person is feeling, give you some insight into how your person is feeling, and then what the outcome is going to be between the two of you, just a glimpse into that. I will then be going through each sign like I normally do on this channel, Aries through Pisces, telling you how I feel like each sign is feeling about you specifically, Sagittarius. So it's been a while since I posted on this channel. It's been about a year. Thank you so much for those of you who are returning subscribers and are still supporting my channel. And also thank you to anyone new on my channel. Please subscribe if this message resonates with you. I am getting back on YouTube, so I would love to see any support from you guys if this message resonates with you. So let's get right into the reading, Sagittarius. How are you going to be feeling throughout the month of April? What am I seeing for you? Sorry for that noise, that was my speaker. Okay. Let's see. Pull a couple cards for you, Sagittarius. So, right off the bat, I get the Empress in reverse. So going into the month of April, you could have felt like you were putting your needs like second or even last, especially with this person. If there's a person on your mind at the time of this reading, you could have felt like your needs weren't being put first, or you were even putting your own needs first because you were so concerned with taking care of someone else here with the Empress in reverse. With the Seven of Cups, I see you for a lot of you having a lot more options in the month of April with the Seven of Cups. That definitely shows me that for a lot of you, you could be looking at new things, even taking on new tasks, new adventures, stuff like that, and really looking forward with a bit of optimism. Could even be thinking like, I don't know, this is my head in the clouds kind of card, so it doesn't mean that's a bad thing. That's a really good energy to be in, where you're thinking a lot more lightly than you used to, especially since I do see maybe this situation is really draining to you in the past. I don't feel like that's really carrying over for a lot of you into the month of April. I also have the King of Cups, so exactly, for a lot of you, this is a really good energy to be in throughout the month of April. You are a lot more emotionally stable. From what I can see, you're a lot more emotionally in control. For those of you that felt like this person had control over your emotions, whether this was deliberate or not, I feel like that's not carrying over into the next month, which is great. I think this is so cool. The smoke comes out of his mouth. It only does it sometimes, though, so whenever it does it, I love it. Okay, pull some more cards. See what else we can get for you, Sagittarius, throughout the month of April. For those of you that don't know, I'm a Sagittarius too, so I obviously love doing Sagittarius readings. I don't try to relate to my life at all, but you know, whatever comes out, but when messages come out, then I'm like, oh, I can relate to that. It is nice. So hopefully a lot of you can relate to it too. Okay, I get the Tower card for the month of April. Let's see. I want to clarify why there's this Tower card coming out in the month of April. I really do get, like I've been saying though, I get changes for you. Okay, for some of you, be very careful about how you spend your money. Also be very careful of possibly an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or someone with a lot of earth on their chart who you can deem to be controlling, trying to come back into your life from what I can see. I feel like that could change a lot for you if this person individual does, or like I said, it is a Pentacles card, so it could be about money. So be careful about how you choose to spend your money, or even what jobs you choose to take, anything in that realm. I don't necessarily like to think of the Tower card as like an end-all be-all sort of thing. I do think it means though that some sort of change is coming in your life. Another Pentacles card in reverse. So I get a lot of water and a lot of water and a lot of pentacles here. So I feel like for a lot of you could be dealing with the water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or someone with a lot of both of these elements on their chart. For you, I'm seeing, Sagittarius, that I'm just gonna go, if this makes sense to you financially, then like take the rest of the reading that way. I'm going to go off of like an earth sign or a person, but yeah, if this is a financial situation, take it as it resonates with you, but I'm just going to assume this is about a person. For some of you, you could see this person trying to sneak back into your life, and I feel like you have already recognized from what I can see, like at the beginning of this reading, I was saying, this is very draining. I wasn't putting myself first, but I do see this person trying to come back here with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and still trying to take up some of your energy. This could have still be an ongoing situation for some of you where you distance yourself, or you're looking at other options because you're like, this is just so draining to me. But I do see them coming back for some of you, or continuing to be in your life and kind of draining you. Could even be draining you financially. Okay, I also get the Hierophant for you, for a lot of you in April. So you guys could be looking more into building a community, being a part of a community. Maybe for some of you, this is what brings you emotional balance. We're not all, you know, thriving on our own independence. I feel like it is a nice place to be in sometimes, but sometimes it feels really nice to feel like you're a part of a community, whether this be, you know, spiritual or religious or some sort of community at work or some sort of community with interest. Whatever the case may be, I feel like you might be investigating some of these things throughout the month of April. It's kind of relating back to where I said options or exploring new ideas. I feel like that'll bring you a lot of happiness and emotional stability, you know, just in a literal sense, just not feeling alone, feeling like you're a part of something more than yourself, that sort of thing, from what I can see with you, Sagittarius. Let's pull some from the Oracle card. Hopefully that makes sense. I feel like that kind of took a turn, but I don't know. It makes sense to me. Hopefully it makes sense to you. Courage, yeah. Okay, for some of you, this could be relating to what I was talking about before, joining something new, starting something new, taking on a new task. For others of you, or this could be a combination of both, the courage to realize when you're investing so much into someone else where your own physical health, mental health, whatever the case may be, is kind of falling apart because of that. Not a good situation to be in. And I feel like this, whatever this thing that I'm talking about is, that is just draining you so much, I feel like it's just not, yeah. Sorry, these cards, I know which one I'm going to choose, but these cards kind of fell apart at the end. Courage and understanding. Really, really powerful cards to be coming out for you guys. I feel like it takes courage. I mean, it does, even though it seems like it's an obvious thing. It does take courage to understand yourself. It does take courage to understand when a situation is draining you, because I feel like for some of us, I read this recently and it's, I don't know, it really resonated with me. It was something along the lines of like, that it's not heroic to sacrifice yourself. It's not heroic or romantic to put yourself in situations where you're not being treated well, which is something that is hard for a lot of us to understand. It takes a lot of courage to say like, okay, well, it's not necessarily a good thing, like morally, for me to take care of someone else when I, you know, am not in a good place myself. Which I do see it being a good place in April, but I feel like that energy is carrying over possibly from the past. But like I said, if this person tries to return, which I do see for a lot of you, this is the case, I feel like that's just going to remind you of like all those negative feelings that come with, you know, like I said, not taking care of yourself. Very specific storyline, but that's just what I'm getting. Sometimes I feel like the more specific storylines are really the ones that make more sense. Sorry for the interruption there. This card just popped out. Sorry for the interruption. I was saying sometimes the more specific storylines like resonate with more people. So I do like to go off of those too. Did you guys see that card pop out like 5 seconds ago? It was well-being, which is exactly what I've been talking about. You know I say this in all my readings, but I'm like, whenever this happens, I know I'm like a tarot reader and stuff, but like whenever I'm getting this feeling about talking about something and some part of my brain is like, you know, that's too specific, and then a card like this pops out, I really know that this is a story that someone is meant to hear. I also get spirit guides. So I feel like your spirit guides are guiding you to really focus on your well-being during this time, whatever that means to you. If that means cutting out this person completely or this thing that's draining you, then that is it. It's your own personal journey, so I'm not going to tell you that, you know, you should do this or you should do that. But I am going to say, I feel like for a lot of you, it takes, you need to have the courage, which you all have inside of you from what I can see, and your spirit guides are telling you that you have this courage to understand where you need to put yourself first. Okay, so now that has been said, let's go on to your person. Sorry if you can hear that like clicking. That's my heater. If it gets too loud, I'll pause the reading. It usually only goes for like a second. Okay, so how is your person feeling? Okay, it stopped. How's your person feeling, Sagittarius? Throughout the month of April, how are they feeling? I did see the like a possible return from this person or a continue cycle from this person. Let's see, how are they feeling throughout the month of April? Judgment card. I don't know. I am getting the feeling, like I said initially, I don't usually say that like just as a form of like, you know, I don't know. I don't like to just say things, obviously, in a reading. But I was saying before, like, I really do get the sense that this person is coming back, and I get judgment right off the bat. So at the beginning of April, you could see that this person just makes a quick and sudden decision to come back into your life for some of you, or to try harder, whatever the case may be. Four of Wands. What was I saying? Yeah, Four of Wands. I feel like for a lot of you, it could be a twin flame, could be another fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but this is a fire sign card and it means a reunion. Usually has undertones of an unstable relationship as well. Then I have the Justice card here. So you may finally hear something that you've been wanting to hear for a long time from this individual with, you know, with some sort of intensity here. It makes me sad when I do a reading and I'm like, I see the potential of like someone taking care of themselves, putting themselves first, and then I see immediately from the other person, that's when they want to try harder. And I feel like that's, you know, that's how things go, and people can kind of sense that sort of thing for whatever reason. But, you know, stay strong, Sagittarius. Okay. Strength card. I said stay strong, and then the strength came out, whatever. For a lot of you, you could be seeing that this person comes back with like, maybe they were holding back for a long time because they were lacking the confidence or lacking the stamina or lacking whatever to come back and really mean what they say and like have this judgment decision moment where they're like, okay, yeah, I'm going to come back. I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to like have all this courage that I never had. But, you know, bad timing from what I can see. Page of Pentacles in reverse and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, I'm going to go with two different storylines here. For some of you in April, I feel like you could not see what you had been wanting from this person for a very long time. You can see some parts of it here, but when it really comes down to like things like commitment or serious, you know, decisions, I feel like this person could be holding back because there's someone else involved. Keep that in mind. But I do also think for the rest of you that this could mean that this person is having troubles financially. And they could want to work with you on something very specific, but just saying. Could also just be like work with you in general, work on your relationship. But it's still, even though they want to try, I feel like it's still going to be pretty hard to really like fix what has been done here. Okay. So for my Oracle deck, the Hidden Truth, from what this person is feeling, you don't know how hard it was to let you go. So for those of you that are resonating with the story of like you guys being in separation, especially if this is a twin flame connection, it was very difficult for them to let you go here, Sagittarius. Then I have you were the best thing in my life and I want to be more than friends. Some of you, this is the start of something with this I want to be more than friends card, so maybe this is coming out for that reason. For those of you that this is someone new. But for those of you that this isn't, you were the best thing in my life, yeah. You were someone that, like I said, you lifted them up. From what I can see, you really took care of this person, Sagittarius. One last Oracle deck card. One last Oracle card, or whatever comes out. You deserve the best, and I respect you. I want to do the right thing. So maybe this person is coming back with that sense. Why am I getting so much? Is this person like all over the place? Because these messages are kind of all over the place. Like they're coming in so strong and they know what they want, and then all of a sudden it's hard to make it work throughout the end of the month. Like, I don't know, maybe I had a friend tell me this one time, like relationships are a lot like this. You know how you say like, oh, I'll clean the house, I'll get around to cleaning the house, and you set that like goal for yourself for like, I'm gonna change, and then you clean the house once and then as the weeks go by, you start falling into old routines. That sort of thing, where it's like this person like thinks that this is what they want, but then at the end of the day, they're still gonna return to their normal baseline self. Like that's how everyone is. Even if they're so motivated to like make a change, a lot of times you kind of just have to accept who a person is with a little bit of nuance, because you can see them like reverting back to, you know, whatever this baseline self is that you were having problems with. Which is why I get this card. I have a hard time trusting anyone. I'm doing just fine on my own, compared with I want to do the right thing. So yeah, take that as it resonates. This person could have a really hard time opening up. Kind of like what I was saying before, or with being vulnerable here, or trusting people. Yeah. Okay. What is a little brief glimpse into the outcome between Sagittarius and their person? What are we looking at here? Popped out. Okay. So this person wants everything with you, but almost is very impatient about it. Like, yeah. And exactly, this is what I'm saying. They can't do things in moderation. Like they're here, they're here, they're here, they're here, and it's like so hard to catch up here from what I can see with this Temperance in reverse. Like not doing things in moderation. 3 of Wands as well. Like I said, you could be dealing with a fire sign. Gosh, so hard to, you know, let me know if this is resonating, because it's really hard to keep like track of what's going to happen, because I feel like this person changes their mind all the time. I normally get pretty, you know, succinct storylines where it's like makes sense, but this one is kind of all over the place, which normally doesn't really happen with this channel. So I feel like a lot of these Sagittariuses are dealing with someone that's very up and down. They have a lot of optimism and they really want to make this work, but then I see that they can't do things in moderation, and I think that they're also still holding on to some things from the past that they can't let go when they return, and going past like April. And then I see the 3 of Cups in reverse. So you could see that this person, especially if they deal with things like addiction, this comes back around. All right, I'm going to shuffle this just a little bit, and then we're going to go through all signs, Aries through Pisces. Tell you how I feel like each sign is feeling about you, Sagittarius, and then we'll wrap the reading up. Thank you so much for those of you who are still around. Again, I would love to hear your guys' comments. I feel personally connected to this reading for some reason. I feel like because, I don't know, like I said, whenever I see a story of someone really truly like taking care of themselves, and then someone still trying to, you know, kind of jeopardize that, I'd get invested, because I'm like, it's just not right. Okay. If you're dealing with an Aries, I get the Fool card in reverse. You could see, similar to the General, I was talking about someone taking a risk that they normally wouldn't take. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. If you're dealing with a Taurus, I don't think that this is going to be moving forward with the Chariot in reverse. This is a Taurus card too, and it's in reverse. So you and a Taurus, if I'm being honest, I don't think this month is going to be it for you guys. I don't think you're going to see the progress you want to see. I'm just being honest. If you're dealing with a Gemini, you could be traveling to see a Gemini traveling to see you, or you going somewhere, some sort of trip with a Gemini. I see things also being completed with a Gemini, whether this means you getting what you want, you feeling accomplished with this person, or things closing out with a Gemini. Take it as it resonates. If you're dealing with a Cancer, this Cancer likes to self-sabotage or sabotage situations. I feel like they're not really someone to be trusted, and I don't think it's because they're doing anything malicious, but I think it's because they kind of ruin everything good in their life with the 7 of Swords in reverse. No offense if you're a cross watcher, I'm just saying. Yeah. If you're dealing with a Leo, this Leo feels like either the truth's going to come out with the Leo, or this Leo feels like they finally got whatever truth they needed. You could see a lot of fairness and balance between the two of you throughout the month of like April. Like I want to keep these brief, but just saying, you could see that you and a Leo are really connecting, really being honest with one another. Similar to the General, I get the 3 of Pentacles again with the Virgo. If you're dealing with a Virgo, you could see that this Virgo is really going to put an effort to make this work throughout the month of April. If you're dealing with a Libra, this Libra here with the 10 of Swords in reverse, they're holding on to a lot of pain from the past. I feel like they're healing from it, but they're still holding on to it. You're going to have bad luck with the Scorpio, unfortunately, with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This could be a karmic connection with the Scorpio where things feel all over the place, kind of what I was talking about before. I think you're going to have trouble. If you're trying to visit this person, if this person is trying to visit you, some sort of travel plans, I don't think it's going to work out. For those of you that are dealing with another Sagittarius, I get the Death card, ending or beginning with the Sagittarius. Leaning towards ending. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, I have Judgment card. This is pretty similar to the reading. I feel like a Capricorn is going to be coming in pretty strong in the month of April, making decisions, that sort of thing. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, I have the Two of Wands. I feel like this Aquarius has made some sort of plan. Or, yeah, I feel like the Sagittarius is planning something. Just going to leave it at that. If you're dealing with the Pisces, this Pisces really looks up to you. I feel like this could also, if you're in a community with this person or like you work with this person, I think you're going to get a lot of praise. But just saying this, they really want to move forward with you. I think they really look up to you. I don't know why that's coming into my mind, but they really look up to you. Okay, so hopefully that message resonated with you. If it did, please like this video and comment. I would really like to see your guys' thoughts. Thank you so much for your time. Stay safe throughout the month of April. And yeah, thank you so much.